Welcome to Hallis Beer Hall. We're your spot for the grit and passion of Chicago sports. From the gridiron battles of the Bears to the diamond drama of the Cubs and Sox. Grab a cold one, settle in, and let's slapshot our way from the United Center to the Lakeshore Drive. This is Hallis Beer Hall, where the game never ends and the passion never fades.
It's such a pleasure to see you, especially on a noteworthy event like this one.
32, we got fucking fire, man! I know it. Here we go. Big time players, big time plays.
I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation.
That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
You know, I'm not a very good catcher. I'm much better at getting high than getting low.
Saturday night in Arizona with the boys.
All right, I'm here with my cousin Ian. Ian, what's your favorite Bears memory of all time?
Probably Devin Hester return.
Okay, I like that. What do you think about Caleb Williams so far this season, and what do you think his projections are for his career?
I'm iffy on him right now. I don't know if he's. I think he could be out of the NFL in 3 years or a superstar. One or the other. No in between.
All right. What's another question I should ask? What's the score tomorrow?
34-21 Bears.
Go Bears. Let's
go Bears. Go Bears.
Let's go. Go Bears.
Hey listeners, just a heads up, when we were in Arizona, we were trying to find a good spot for audio, and we ended up sitting outside, so apologies for the wind. Hopes high on Sunday morning, game day.
All right, we're in Pheonix, Arizona with the boys. Kevin Karney's in town.
Hey, yo.
We're what, 2 hours out? 3 hours out from the game?
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. Just enough to get a good buzz on.
Just enough. Just cracked our first beers. Aaron's not drinking because he's being a pussy. Yeah. So, just got the news. Tyreek Stevenson left practice. How do you feel about that, Karney?
Sounds like a diva.
Diva move, yeah.
You know, you could try to script it like, oh, he's stepping away because he doesn't want to be a distraction to the team. But that doesn't sound like the likely scenario, and I don't have any of the details. But,
yeah.
You know, if he's really just, you know, pouting and, like, you know, taking his ball and going home, then...
That's some crybaby shit.
Yeah.
And they did say the team's mad at him about it, so that's good.
It didn't go over well in the locker room.
Yeah.
But some of these veterans, I mean, someone's got to, like, figure this out. You know what I mean? Like, they have to rally the troops. Like, this can't be a divisive moment.
Yeah.
Who's the veterans in the locker room right now?
Tremaine Edwards.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Johnson's from
Edwards, Edmonds.
Oh,
Byard.
What's his name?
Yeah, Kevin Byard for sure.
I mean, he's new to the team, but he's a vet in the league.
Yeah.
What's the old tight end's name?
Edmonds?
Mercedes
No.
Lewis.
Mercedes Lewis. Yeah.
Big dog.
40 years old, I think. Yeah.
But, I mean, it's got to be somebody on the defense.
No,
probably.
for sure.
know?
Yeah.
And, like, Jalen as the best cornerback, he should probably be, like, you know, the captain of the cornerbacks.
Yeah.
You know, of the defensive backs, he should probably be.
He should
Having
literally
something to
go
say
up to
here.
him and grab him and be like, why are you being a pussy right now? Like, literally, that's what you need to do. Like, at this point. Like, it's like, dude, you blew the game. You apologized for it, and now you're crying and you leave practice?
It's just so annoying. It just makes that
What's going on?
pointless. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder if he saw too much outside noise and, like, just got butthurt. Because he's, what, 24?
He's
24?
probably in his head about it, for
Yeah.
sure.
I get it, but, dude, you're a professional athlete, and you're getting paid, and as we were saying last night, your legacy is now that you cost us the game the other day.
Yeah, you got to turn that around.
So you got to turn that around.
This doesn't do that.
Yes. But aside from all the negativity, we're in Pheonix, Arizona. The Bears are about to play. I'm ready.
Yeah, no?
I'm ready.
It's a beautiful day out.
Dude, it's
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
We placed our bets.
We got bets placed. We're big Cole Kmet guys this
Cole
week.
Kmet this week.
TD, big.
Anytime touchdown, Cole Kmet. I do have a 2 touchdown for him and 2 touchdown for Trey McBride bet.
That's a
One
reach,
could hope.
but hey,
It's a reach. For sure.
Probably should have done that when it was tight end week. That was like 2 weeks ago.
But that
Yeah,
wouldn't
but it
yeah,
didn't
but.
happen. Yeah, it wouldn't have hit.
when,
It's due.
yeah. Wait, that was last week.
That was the last
Yeah, it
one.
was
So
last
Cole couldn't have hit,
yeah,
you know.
you're right.
They're
You're
on
right.
bye.
Yeah.
So here it is. He's late to the party, fashionably.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You gotta have a bet out there that's you gotta have a I could get rich at any moment
Yes.
bet
Yeah.
every week. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why anytime
Couple
touchdown is
bucks.
so fun.
You
Yeah,
know?
it's like
$13
$1.
parlay.
Price of admission.
Gives a little more spice to the weekend.
I'm gonna spend more on tips at the electronic
Yeah.
beer vendor
Yes.
than that.
Do they have those here? Where it's just you walk in and
Well, I meant like hey, do you want a tip? Where's
Oh,
your
yeah,
beer?
thing,
Okay.
And it's like, oh, do I want a tip for this $17 beer? Like, no, I
I
don't.
Yeah.
I was at not to get too off
No,
Chicago
dude, you
sports,
can-
but I went to this
dude,
one championship MMA event and ordered the beer. It's like $15. Like, do you want a tip? Like, no, I don't. Like, this is a ridiculous price. And she just like saw the screen and just like dumped my beer violently into the cup and like handed it to me with like just a look of disgust. And then my buddy right after me like tips $1 or whatever, and she slow pours it,
That's
hands
so
it to him with a smile. I was like, okay, I get it.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, but beers are $30 right now.
Yeah, Did
Yeah.
you guys also hear that there was apparently some talk in the locker room about the coaches, like from the players, where
Saw
they
that,
weren't happy
yeah.
with
The coaches need to
with
take
what was happening
accountability as
there.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
That's
they
never
do.
good.
They do need to take accountability. I mean, Eberflus, that check down right before the Hail Mary where they ran out of bounds, moved up 12 yards. Why are you letting that happen?
Yeah, you got to defend that.
I still don't know why I didn't call a timeout. Like on the last play anyway. I just
We
don't
had 3.
understand. Like get
Yeah.
everyone focused in the right mindset, in the right position.
This game, we need the Bears to come out just putting up points. Like we
Hit him
need-
in the mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fir-
We got to
first
start
quarter.
quick, which we
First
never
quarter.
do, but we
Quarter.
got to start quick.
We need to do well. Like it can't be that like, oh, 3 and out, oh, 3 and out.
Yeah, it needs to be like first drive, go down. score
First drive, we
touchdown.
need at least a field goal. First drive.
I remember hearing that the Bears were one of the few teams that at the beginning of the season didn't have the first, however many plays scripted, and they're
Yeah.
just winging it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, every other team
Scripts
is
it.
doing the other thing.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's worth doing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well, and that's the whole thing too. Is like, so remember Shane Waldron went in and apparently erased all his plays, and after week 1, and was like, that was my bad, I fucked up, and changed it up, and then we won. So he keeps going back to Gerald Everett. I don't understand what that's about, but like, oh, we got a dog next door. But
Got a yapper.
but we need to go back to Cole Kmet.
Cole was working. Why did we switch?
Why every game he scores a touchdown, we win.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
Not that we have bets on it, but I think we got to go back to Cole.
We
Yeah.
do have bets on it.
Yeah.
but
But it's not because we need to go anyway, regardless of bets.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, because anytime Cole Kmet gets the ball, he's going extra yardage, scoring touchdowns, breaking blocks.
Sure-handed.
Left and
He's
right.
got some yak to him,
Yeah.
Yep. And just so the listeners know, we are sitting right now next to a palm tree and a pool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty nice.
Beautiful setting.
This is our first outdoor cast. This is our first cast all together.
Not.
So cheers.
There we go.
Cheers,
First
boys.
time seeing sun in 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this ain't the Pacific Northwest
Yeah.
or the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah. Well, Rocky Mountains weather is crazy too, because it's like you'll have 3 days of sunshine and then 3
Yeah.
days of snow and then 3 days of a different type of weather. And
Uh-huh.
it's like crazy.
Yeah.
But so while we got Karney here, what's the rest of the season looking like?
Oh yeah.
Not great.
Pull up the games.
I mean, we got all the division games to play. We got
Gotta get your
Seattle.
list.
So with
Uh,
every guest we've had, we have them go through and pick
Okay.
the winner of
Okay.
the game.
Like win,
And
loss,
we-
win, loss.
We're
Okay.
going at home, away, at home, away.
I'm pulling it up. It's gonna take me a second. Sorry.
So this is gonna be when
It's gonna be tough.
we edit in someone pouring beer.
Yeah. My favorite one.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
Fine. I mean, I can already tell you today, dub.
dub,
Fucking dub.
dub. We're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
It's a
We're
dub.
bringing the juju.
I didn't waste all this money.
It's
for
not.
no
It's
reason.
not a home game for the Cardinals at all. It's
No.
a home game for the Bears.
No, it's about to be 70% Bears
A home
fans.
away.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment as a Bears fan, Karney?
Okay, yes. And, you know, like when in Rome, you know, it would have to be that Cardinals game. The, you know, we are who we thought they were game. I don't remember the details, but we were down by 2 touchdowns with, you know, a couple minutes left. And it was a scoop. It was a fumble scoop score. I don't remember who did the...
Alex Brown?
I don't know who did the fumbling, who did the scooping and scoring. Then they get the ball back, and then the Mike Brown pick 6.
Yep.
Yes, okay.
That was
yes.
awesome.
And fucking, yeah. I mean, the likelihood, you know, that if they had nowadays where they have the likelihood of this happening, they would have hit it at like 0.1%.
Yes.
Or what less.
Yeah.
Was
But,
that
yeah.
when we had Grossman, or was that Cutler?
That was.
I think it was Cutler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cutler was around for a while.
Yeah, it was 6 years, right?
That was great.
Yeah. Glory days of Jay Cutler.
Hey.
Smoking Jay, dude. There were some games though you
Before
were
the
like,
DUIs.
you're like, oh my god, he could be the MVP, and then the next game he comes out and just like 5 interceptions, gets sacked 10
Give a-
times.
didn't give a fuck.
Also, he just didn't care. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this fucking guy, dude.
Go to the sideline, light one up.
I hope the wind isn't getting in.
No, I think it's canceled.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I think that was one thing about Jay was like, I have a feeling like if the other team started talking shit to him, he was just like, all right, I'm just gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, he was very non-expressive unless he was like,
I mean, there is value in having that like next play mentality.
yeah.
But I also feel like he's not on the sideline, you know, like a Tom Brady would, looking at the tablet,
Oh,
trying to, you know,
yeah.
scheme for the next drive. Karen, he's just like, whatever, you know, I'm gonna get out there and you're gonna call a play and I'm gonna sling this rock around. You know?
Yep.
That's true.
Well, and that's why I like Caleb, because it seems like he'll call stuff out, like they'll call a play and he's like, no, we're changing it.
He's doing a lot at the line, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, all right. I was not seeing Justin Fields.
I mean, Justin didn't have like the mental wherewithal to like be deep into the details of that. I remember Caleb doing the post game interview, and they were talking about the lineman going down and the backup coming in. I forget who it was, but he goes like, you know, it was an important drive. He comes in, so I had to like go to him real quick and like say something to him, like, you got this, big dog, because I need him in the right headspace for this moment. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Justin Fields would never like
no.
think about that, care about
No.
that. Like,
Justin Fields like, I'm about to run.
yeah.
I'm about to
Hopefully
get the
this
ball.
pocket,
He's like,
hopefully
no
no one
time
even
in the
gets
pocket.
near me in this pocket.
Yeah.
Even if he did have time in the pocket, like, if it was just collapsing a little bit, it's like you could step up, still like look downfield and make a throw.
Laser it.
Nope, he's the second something was going wrong, he's nervous scrambling.
Yeah. Yep.
And a lot of times he made plays with it, like that's his best weapon. But like you gotta also be able to throw it downfield.
So Aaron's setting up. We have literally a list of we picked every game and who's been a guest.
I get a column in the spreadsheet.
You get a column
You
in
do.
the
You get a
spreadsheet.
column in the spreadsheet. We'll start with the Cardinals. So Bears, Cardinals. Dub.
Dub. Lock it.
We're here.
Never
Right.
been more sure about
Bear
it.
down, baby.
Fuck.
And then we get the Patriots.
Dub.
Yes.
Dub.
Good dub.
Easy. Dub.
Packers at home.
Bears are at home.
Yeah.
Okay. Dub.
Let's go. Let's go.
3 dubs.
3 dubs.
It's
So
It's
much
gonna
more,
fall off.
So much more optimistic than Matt Reed's
Matt
prediction.
Reed.
it's gonna fall
He
off.
did like 8 losses in a row. We're like,
Matt Reed's like, we
fuck are you
lost.
Hey, I'm
cheering
not
for?
being held to this.
He's like, I'm trying to make money. We're like, make money off what? Schedule predictions?
You can silently
saying that.
bet different than what you say right now.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Who's at home?
I think it's in Minnesota.
It should probably.
All right. I'll give. I think with the Packers and the Vikings, we're gonna split, and so I'll give the home games to the Bears and the away games to the opponents. I think Detroit takes us both times.
Okay.
I can see that.
So this one's actually at Soldier Field, so I'll give it the dub there.
We're on roll.
And then Lions
At this point,
in
yeah.
Detroit on Thanksgiving at 9 a.m. game Pacific time, so
We
like
get
11 a.m.
mollywopped.
They're good, dude.
Yes. But yeah, it's gonna be like 51 to.
I can't even try to.
Campbell's gonna come out and just be like, I'm just throwing it up to my fucking team.
They might as well eat turkey legs before the game.
So we go into that game 8-3. We lose. We're now 8-4, and then we go to the Bay Area and play the 49ers.
That's a loss.
I think I had that one as a loss.
They're
as
gonna
well.
start. They're gonna start.
Then Vikings in Minnesota.
That's a loss.
Loss. Oh, damn, I can't type.
We can cut this part out.
yeah.
Lions in Chicago.
I think again.
The 22nd.
That's probably like actually that game. The
It's gonna be
Lions
cold.
at Chicago is probably a revenge game for them.
Off the dome, boy.
Because of what we did to them last.
They'll run. They'll run.
Last year?
Oh yeah.
Seahawks in Chicago on the 26th of December.
This one is. I've been thinking about. This is tough.
Make the right choice here.
Dumb.
All right, that stops our losing streak. We were on a 4-game losing streak, so now we're at 8, 9, 9, and 7. 9 and 7, going to Lambeau for the Packers to close the season. Probably a playoff spot on the line. if we're 9
of course,
and 7.
we're gonna lose in the last minute of the game to a Hail Mary and blow our season, or like throw a dumb pick. We're gonna lose that game in the last drive.
Yeah. Okay.
for sure.
That's gonna be a coach's game.
So that's
it's
the
coach's
last.
game.
That's the last game.
That's
right?
the last game. So
Okay.
we end the season 9 and 8. Probably
Miss the
out
playoffs.
playoffs. Does Eberflus get fired if we go 9 and 8? Miss the
Of
playoffs?
course.
Yeah.
You
yes,
think?
he does.
You
think?
Yes. With how everything's going right now, and
He's
by the
lost
end
the
of the
locker
season,
room,
oh
for
my
sure.
god! And the next loss that happens, Bears fans are going to kill themselves
Yeah, but
live
if we're,
on
if we're
Twitter.
right on the
Like,
cusp,
like,
I don't know.
If it's
I don't know
if
if they
it's
do. If
another-
we're right on the cusp,
If it's another coaching, like
I can see
potentially coaching
Waldron
loss.
getting swapped out.
but that's. I almost like Waldron.
Chase Brown touchdown. Nice job.
There we go.
There we go,
There we go, boys.
baby.
There we go.
That's
There we go.
That's so listeners. We have every Sunday now. We do a parlay of one guy from each game scoring
invest.
a touchdown.
Anytime, Teddy.
Anytime, Tutty. And Chase Brown just scored a
Check
touchdown.
one box.
So check. And not mate yet, but check.
We got 11 more to go.
Anyway, what was I saying? I can't remember.
Waldron.
Waldron.
Yeah.
I think we gotta
actually
give him
like
we gotta give him a shot. Because he's looked good in half the games, and then the other half he's running Doug Kramer at the 1 yard
Would
line.
you promote him to head coach?
No.
But then, like, so are we getting in another defensive head coach if we fire Eberflus?
No, we gotta go get Ben Johnson.
But then he's gonna want to install his own offense, right?
Wait. So, why is Eberflus gotta go? He's lost the locker room. Is that just the narrative
dude, he
here?
just
or-
okay. Here,
What game scripting? What
Think
game
of-
management has he fucked up?
think about calling timeouts, challenge flags. He's just either not doing it or he's throwing them at the most random times where it's
He's
like,
not
why are you
managing
challenging
well.
that? We lost a timeout. Was that the first game of the season that happened?
What?
Or the second
I
game?
don't have
The
any
challenge?
examples.
When he threw 2 challenges and they both lost.
Yeah,
it was
and
like
they were not good
the
challenge
second
plays.
game, maybe.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
And then last game, why didn't you call a timeout before the Hail Mary? Why are we like letting them do? Like, he had 30 seconds
Yeah.
in the pocket. Like, what
And
are we doing?
his defense
Like,
on that was that our guys were ready.
I think that sounds like what are
Tyreek Stevenson was in the end zone.
what are these assistant coaches on the sidelines doing?
It's fine to
one
be
yelled
like,
into
in
his
the
ear?
end zone.
No, I meant like
but
yelling at the fans.
The
and
play
shit.
before
He's on the sideline.
Like, yeah,
or the
he's on
play
the
off the
sideline,
Hail
yeah.
Mary, he got pulled back off the fucking sideline by Caleb because Caleb thought we were gonna get a penalty for it.
It's just bad game management. And it's like, dude, you're the head coach. You have to get it together. You're in your 3rd year. You're 3-17 on the road.
I think Eberflus is a really good DC.
His defense is
His
sick.
defense is
That's
sick.
the only thing that would suck to lose if we lost him. Is the defense is great.
I would love him as the defensive
I
coordinator.
don't think he can-
he's going to be
Not a lot of precedent for like demoting a guy from head coach to DC.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No,
But I'm saying I would love it if it happened.
Yeah.
I think what he needs to do is kind of, and he might be taking the accountability in some way, but it might not just be. It just doesn't seem like enough. But he needs to like kind of realize the switch between like a defensive coordinator and managing your team. Like it seems like he's sitting on the defense and being like, "This is what I'm doing."
Yeah,
outside counsel, like the timeout guy, that was not a bad idea. You know, like
I
agree.
There's so many people on that sideline. Like, no, someone has to be paying attention to this shit.
Who's
you know
the
what I mean?
coach that had
And
a
there
guy
has to
that
be
would
guys up in the booth who
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
talking to him and
Yeah.
being like, "Yo, do this." Like, what are you doing?
Wasn't that a discussion too about like when Waldron called the
handoff
line,
to Doug
like
Kramer?
he should have been like,
Someone
what are you
should-
doing?
yeah.
Yeah,
Eberflus
you're
should
the
have
head
vetoed
coach.
it, maybe?
Yeah, you should have
Yeah.
been like. But also, if that would
goes
have,
back to management.
But also that
If
goes
that
well.
would've
Now
worked-
nobody's talking about it. Like,
yeah, if that would have worked,
True,
no
yeah.
one would have said shit.
And I do think that he just does
sides
put
of
a lot of trust into his guys. Like he's gonna
I'm
let
getting another
Waldron own that offense.
That's
You know
it.
what I mean?
that maybe that is it. Maybe he.
Aaron,
he's
Hank,
just
do you
like,
need beers?
I'm
yeah,
chilling.
I'll take one.
No, you're good, Aaron.
I'm good. Thank you, bud.
Maybe he is just like being a little bit too loose with his guys. Like not he's like you can handle it. I trust you to handle it. But then
Maybe he's
when
to be a
things,
little bit more of a hard ass. I
yeah,
guess.
just like a little bit more like don't give him so much of a leash,
yeah.
long leash.
Just don't know if that's his
It's
vibe.
probably not his shtick. Which I mean, to all their own. But again, like you said, like if it did work, we won't be talking about it in this light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are.
I think at the end of the day, like I really do trust Ryan Poles. So like if he thinks it's going well and he trusts Eberflus, I'm kind of on board.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's done enough to prove that like he knows what he's doing and like he's building this thing the right way. So
I'm with you there.
I wonder if he's gonna make a trade at all.
When's the
coming
deadline?
up, right? I think
It's next week.
It's next. Yeah, it's like almost here.
I mean, now we're hurting at offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been beat.
You know, you never could. You know, it never hurts to have another good edge rusher.
Yeah.
There have been talks about
Where are
a
we,
potential
like-
deal.
I don't know where we're really lacking.
I think offense is fine besides the O line.
O line.
Yeah,
is
O-line.
It's gonna be hard to. Gonna have to pay out like a premium price to get like a real starter, not just like a depth piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of what sucks is it feels like we keep getting these new offensive linemen, but they're all depth pieces. Like we haven't gotten a guy that's like, all right, this is a fucking stud at left tackle. You
What
know
happened
I
to
mean?
Wright? I thought he was decent
I mean, he's been okay this year, I think.
and probably improving.
Yeah.
I haven't really watched him too much.
Honestly,
Yeah, you know, I'm not
Yeah.
looking in on the offensive line.
I think this will be a
like
pretty
that.
like pivotal game for the offensive line. Like they're hurting, but Arizona's like bottom 5 in sacks, bottom 5 in QB pressures. So the offense should have a good. Caleb should look good today. The offensive line should look good today. If it doesn't, we have. Real
I saw a stat from last game. Caleb was pressured more than any QB was pressured the entire season last game.
Oof.
The Commanders knew what they were doing on that.
Well, I mean, for some reason, yeah, their rush, even though they lost Sweat and Chase,
Yeah.
their rush has been good, and guys were dropping like flies.
Yeah.
So like, it's hard to go in the game cold and like
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
and play well.
I think that was like a Dan Quinn, like, we're going to pressure this rookie quarterback.
Dan Quinn's pretty sick. Like that is like a good. I'm surprised that he like one got fired from Atlanta. He did really good. Like lost the Super Bowl. They were in the Super Bowl. But then I'm surprised it took him so long to get hired from Dallas. Like he's a good head coach, I think.
Yeah.
Also, random thought. What's going on with our running backs?
Well, now it's going well.
Yeah,
Swift's sick.
doing
now-
good.
Yeah.
Swift is sick, but who?
Where's Khalil Herbert?
Yeah, where's Herbert?
where,
What is
He
he
didn't
Yeah.
even dress
Yeah.
last week. He didn't even
What is
dress.
he doing?
I picked him up in a league because I'm like, maybe he's about to get traded, and then
Yeah.
he'd be a starting running back.
I guess
somewhere.
yeah. If we're talking about trades, like that could be a potential.
If he went to
trade.
the Raiders, he would be a starting running back. Because
Yeah.
Madison, like, what the fuck?
He can catch passes, but yeah, they don't have.
And he'd be back with Luke Getzey, where he did good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Getsy probably liked him.
I felt like he was okay. I never like felt like was starting caliber.
Yeah.
Let's see,
That's
who was he behind first? Was it Monty?
Yeah.
Monty.
Yeah, Monty.
Yeah.
And then he came in, and
Good
when Monty
relief,
got
you know?
hurt
Yeah.
that one time, and
Right.
he was really good. Yeah.
And then he just disappeared this year.
I wonder if he's not a good special teamer. Because, like, we sat him last week, played Travis Homer, who just got off the IR, and, like, he's a huge special teams guy, so maybe they want more depth there. I don't know.
Yeah. You would think Ryan Poles would be up in the booth being like, but I guess that's not his job to like say some shit to the
It's his
coach,
job to
like,
say
during the
something
game.
after the game,
Yeah,
probably. Like, hey, what's going on?
and watch and see what moves you want to make.
Was
Yeah.
he a Ryan Poles draft pick, or is he, like, the last class of Pace?
I think he was the
Herbert. He
Herbert
might have
was
been Pace. Yeah.
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 So he might not even care. He's like, this isn't my guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not showing up like at practice or something like that. Should not doing enough.
It is weird, though. It's just weird that he gets no play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though that dynamic is weird where like a GM might give a guy a longer leash because he drafted him.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're getting a clouded judgment.
Yeah,
there. Like
totally.
judge the guy on who he is right now.
What he's doing, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. And we're back.
Oh, did you just start a new one?
Yeah, I started a new one. Yeah. Well, because I had to stop the other one. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I just had to check the sound, guys. No big deal. I'm a studio engineer, so no big deal.
He's taking over my job.
No, I'm not. That's a lot of work.
What can I say?
Yeah, we've said it before. I'll say it again. If Hank wasn't here, this podcast wouldn't happen.
There is no podcast. Just me and Connor yelling.
It's easy to drink beer and talk.
Yeah, exactly. He's like making art, like doing like the uploads, like doing it. Yeah, he's the man.
I have fun with it. It's a good time.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you're 51%, share of.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. If not more, like 60%, and we get
share
split 40.
60, 20, 20.
When we make it big.
Yeah, and it's funny when you're doing a podcast and then it's like you'll be talking just a conversation and then you're like, oh fuck, we should record this. This is actually pretty good.
We did that 3 times this morning.
Yeah, when we found out the Tyreek Stevenson news, we had like
the raw emotion from Connor was insane.
Yeah, I was like, you crybaby pussy.
Yeah, you need that. You need that person.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting, like you were saying, Karney, we don't have like all the information. So like, did he leave because he was pissed, or did he like leave for another reason?
Yeah. Well, and it's such pussy. I know I keep saying that, but it's such bullshit journalism.
Yeah.
To like come out 3 hours before a game and be like, well, this happened.
I mean,
like,
that's when you get them clicks, baby.
I know, and I'm just like, you fucking like.
And it gets everybody talking.
It took Twitter by storm. It was
Yeah, it was on Moneyline Football on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like,
It's the hot topic.
Yeah, if anything, what it does is it creates a crazy storyline going into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it
Watch him have a
shits on.
fucking great game. Watch him
Dude,
fucking
3 picks.
I need
pick 6.
I need.
Is he playing?
He's dressing, so like they'll probably put him in. I think he's better than.
They probably
Charles
put him
Smith.
in the second half.
He should play with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah,
They'll
I agree.
probably play him earlier than that.
Yeah,
think so?
I think they just won't start him in like the first series, probably.
Yeah.
One of those.
But yeah, that's a huge thing though. It's like you leave a practice, you're quitting on your team. And you quit on your team in the last play of the game. You're quitting on your team in practice. I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I am pissed as a fan. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, I can't
what the
imagine
fuck?
the defense. Like they're all just, what are you doing?
Dude, like we all played sports growing up. Like if someone was quitting on my team, I was pissed. I'm like, dude, we're trying to win. Like, but I'm also a psycho when it comes to that stuff. So, like,
I am also.
yeah. So.
Oh, it's tough when you're getting slaughter ruled
by Aaron's soccer team. Yeah.
So
that was a great game.
In high school, we might have talked about it before. We played soccer. Me and Hank were on our soccer team, and our team was so bad. And Aaron's team, Mount Carmel, came into town, and fucking. I didn't know there was a slaughter rule in soccer until they played us.
Destroyed us.
We lost like 11-0 or 1.
Yeah, I don't think you guys scored.
I don't think we scored. Yeah, and it was just like at halftime or like.
Yeah, they cut the second half short. Like,
Yeah.
we played like 15 minutes out of a 45-minute half or something like that.
This is enough.
There's always the one kid on the team that just scores like 9 goals.
Yeah, the striker is just the man. Yeah, not on our team.
Quite opposite.
But did you play any sports in high school?
Not in high school. I quit. I retired.
Yeah.
From like all the sports.
We started smoking weed, and then I was
dove
like,
right
I'm
into
retiring.
weed and alcohol and skateboarding and partying. Like, oh wait, you have to go to practice every day after school
And get drug tested?
And get drug tested, and on like either a Saturday or Sunday is when the game, the whatever is like. So you get 1 day a week to yourself? Like, no.
Yeah,
not happening.
I got weed to sell.
I think I retired after junior year. Yeah, summer going into junior year. I think is when I retired.
And everyone was getting bigger, and I was like, when we were little, I was a stud. I was like one of the best on the baseball team, best on the football team.
Everyone kept
decent
growing,
on the basketball team.
and I didn't.
Yeah. Now it's like I went from leadoff hitter to like now I'm batting ninth and struggling to hit off Kyle Truesdale. This is It's not going well.
This is not going well.
Yeah.
Like in 8th grade, like okay, I don't even want to know what freshman year is gonna be like when we add all of the pool of Flossmoor kids to
Yeah.
this mix. Like the
Our Homewood teams
skill
used to
group just
dog the Flossmoor teams.
We'd
dude.
go
We
Flossmoor
would
and
dog
just
them.
destroy
Like, we slaughter ruled them every game. Like it was crazy. Like
They started to get a little bit better because I think they had a chip on their shoulder, but we still just
No.
no.
I think they literally beat one team
Yeah.
from Homewood.
what are you talking about?
Baseball.
Baseball?
Yeah, they literally
Flossmoor sucked.
beat one team that were our age, and it was Quaz's team.
Are you talking about like Homewood teams would play Flossmoor
Yeah.
teams?
Yes, at James Hart Lions Club.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
And then we mixed with everyone at Apollo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes, I played 1 year at the Lions Club League. I didn't remember that being the format.
Yeah, it was us against. It was like at home, like what 4 or 5 Homewood teams, and then like 4 Flossmoor teams or something. like
Yeah,
that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I had a super weird team name. I don't know if all the team names were super weird in that league, but like we were like the Blue Crabs or like the
What?
I made that up, but it was like the dumbest like baseball team.
Usually
like a
we went off,
backyard baseball
Cubs,
team
Sox.
name.
Yeah.
It was a Cubs, Sox, Braves.
At Isaac Walton, you'd
Yeah.
like
That's what
copy
we were in
the
Isaac
major
Walton,
league
yeah.
team names,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
Me and
I
Connor
don't
were
think
on
they
the
did that.
Lions.
No, we did.
Lions
I was the
did it?
Astros and the
Yeah.
Pirates.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were not that.
Yeah.
Offshoot team.
And it was cool, Little League. Let's go on a Little League baseball talk in the middle of our football talk. It was cool when we had sponsors from like certain, like if you were sponsored by
yeah.
Dairy Queen
Shane's
or
Pawn Shop.
Aurelio's. Yeah, there you go. But like
Aurelio's, I feel like, was the
Aurelio's was
yeah.
sick because they
Needed
would
Aurelio's
give us
because on the
gifts.
wall.
Yeah,
Get on the wall,
and you
baby.
got on the wall. Yeah.
I got a good story. My dad, when he was in high school, he was a
Hank, turn your mic up, dude.
what? God damn. He was a freshman, but when he came in as a freshman, he was already 6 foot.
Who?
My dad.
Ah.
So he's massive in high
Huge.
school.
House.
So he went and played on the football team, and they actually gave him a nickname. They just called him Lurch.
Lurch from the Adams
Lurch.
family, the big
'Cause he's
dude,
big as
because he
fuck.
was just like,
He would go into the games and just pick up people and just move them. Like he's like sorry.
yeah, like my dad was a year younger,
Yeah.
so he knew Hank's dad as Lurch, because he
Nice.
was like, he was huge and would just like wreck people.
Everyone's accusing him of like changing his birth date.
They
Like,
thought he was a senior.
yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
Classic.
that's very funny. Yeah, I think about it. All of our dads probably went to, because your dad went to HF, right? Yeah. So we all went to
Yeah.
school like around the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Small world.
Small world. Yeah. And now we're in Phoenix, Arizona,
What can
about
you
to
say?
go to the Bears game
Uh-huh.
and having a couple
Try to
brewskis.
smoke pot together, you know.
Yeah. You have pot?
I don't.
No.
I got a 10.
I would love that. You have I've literally been saying to them,
He's
I'm
like, I swear.
I need some weed right now because I'm kind of hungover.
You want me to go get it?
Yeah.
You trying to get
Yeah,
high?
let's get fucking
Pod?
high, dude, on the podcast together.
Alright.
We're not going to get kicked off YouTube for this, so it's fine.
No.
Just don't talk about the alcohol.
Yeah.
It's when you do it live. So live you can.
Oh, it's alcohol you can do, right?
Alcohol you can do.
Alcohol you do,
Weed,
weed you
okay.
can't, because it's
You can't
federally
smoke.
illegal.
Because it's stupid. It's like you can drink, but it's not like promoting drinking, I guess. But then if you're smoking, it's like you're federally legal and you're promoting it. It's like whatever,
Yeah.
dude.
Just a quick look at fantasy. It's a Papa's Party. Projected 158.
Damn.
Team Dolan, 129.
It
Don't talk
means
so
nothing,
soon, dude.
That means nothing.
No,
The
I'm
game's
talking
just
the whole
started.
time.
Otten's about to crush him,
Talking the
about to
whole time.
destroy you.
Alan's gonna get shut
Did
down.
you bring
dude.
that from Denver? Oh, nice.
He's gonna get shut down.
it's the one that's almost empty. so-
Terry McLaurin, Tutty.
McLaurin.
Terry McScoring.
McLaurin!
The McLaurin.
Terry McScoring?
Derrick Henry, Tutty.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go,
Let's
boys.
go. Derrick Henry, too?
Dude,
We
we
need
might have to buy a
Darnell.
house.
We need
might
Darnell
have to buy a
Mooney.
house.
We need. Oh, did he score?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
We need Darnell. We need Tariq. We need Chubb, and we need Kamara. Still.
Kamara might have a shot because Chris Olave apparently went out with concussion, so one
Okay.
weapon down.
I just needed to do a little toot.
Just a little tap. Anybody?
I'm chilling. Thank you. Miami's in the red zone.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, if we are rich, Our podcast will be upgraded,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
We'll get mics.
But we don't know none of y'all. All right?
Yeah.
Seriously, don't come to us.
All 14 of you now. We keep growing by like one every week.
Don't we have like 30? I thought we had.
I win this $4,500. I'm gone. Never see me again.
Karney will be on the pod.
Yeah. He'll be flying around. He'll stop in Pacific Northwest, hop on a mic for a second.
There we go.
We just
On the
call
way
him
to
from the
Asia.
jet.
On the PJ.
Yeah.
Come in. Real
On the private jet.
Right off the tar.
Yes. Well, I'm happy you boys are here. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, great
Cheers.
times.
Cheers it.
Aaron, why are you being like that, dude?
It's soon, dude. Soon.
It's a bad
I'm
look.
pacing myself.
You
I'm
gotta-
pacing myself.
This is a drinking podcast.
I know.
And like,
I will be very drunk afterwards.
you're gonna be all dry mouthed at the game, trying to pay $17, getting
true.
smear looks from the chick
It's true.
because you don't tip her.
She dumps my can of beer into a glass.
Yeah.
We're gonna be screaming from the 400 level, just
gotta
like,
be-
we paid $250 for these tickets. Bullshit.
What are you boys doing? Put some work into it.
Yeah, dude. I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah, I wonder what your dad and uncle paid for their tickets.
Yeah, it had to have been.
Yeah, I don't know.
Astronomical.
But they bought them like in the summer, I think, like when tickets came out. Is there a dog in our house?
No, it's over there.
That's me.
Well, Falcons got the ball. They just ran it to the 20.
Okay.
There we go. Mooney time.
Money Moon.
Yeah, I got a call from my uncle this morning. He's in Phoenix, but he was like, "Oh, let's meet up, get a beer." And I was like, "I'm in Glendale." He's like, "Oh, I'm not driving over there. Traffic's gonna be fucking crazy." And then he's like, "You bet big on the Bears?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. Threw like 120 down on some sports bets." He's like, "That a baby, that a baby." It just like reminded me of like he's literally used to coach me in Little League.
Does he live out here now?
And that reminded me, that a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, they live in like Tucson or something. Oh, that was a wild bird.
That was a weird
Yeah,
bird.
yeah, they got some
The
weird
wildlife
natives out here.
is
Yeah,
exotic.
yeah.
In the desert, there's roadrunners and shit.
Yeah. It is wild, dude. The desert's wild.
Yeah.
I don't think I could live here. That's
No.
very nice, but like, I don't think
I
it's
like
too.
visiting.
I like the green too much. You know, like
Mountains.
yeah. This is what our
Colorado.
podcast.
You get that high desert, you know. You
I know.
Get the green. Get
This is what our podcast evolves into over time. It just starts Bears,
yeah,
ends with shit talk.
of course.
Essentially. Well, I mean, this is the pre-pod.
Yeah.
Pre-pod.
It's gonna be the longest.
Yeah, we're gonna do a pre-pod. We have stories from last night while we were drinking around the pool, and then after the game, we are going to be blackout drunk and try and do another podcast.
And maybe
There you
shit
go.
from during the game. Like, who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah,
what's
I'll get
gonna
an interview with anyone I can. Maybe we'll go to the CH Go thing after, and then
Live stream while at the game.
if I get to meet Lance Briggs today, I'm gonna be like, "How did it feel hurting Aaron Rodgers?" Go.
Crushing it into the ground.
I would like to see their post-game show. It's like right next to the stadium, apparently. It's free to
Who
get
was
in,
the-
so.
I think it was a first round draft pick. He didn't do like shit as Bear, but he did break Aaron Rodgers' collarbone in like the last week. No, it wasn't last week.
Wasn't that?
Earlier.
No, it was Khalil Mack, right?
No.
No.
No, Mac actually.
I think it was a white guy. Defensive end.
I don't know.
Was it Corey Wooden? I don't know why.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
My brother would know.
Is your brother? What's he doing for the games? Is he in Homewood still?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
In that house?
That house on the corner
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Tracy Rollins used to live in?
Tracy Rollins. That's Scott's old house, right?
Scott, yes.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
Scott
yeah,
Holmes' house. Before that, it was Tracy Rollins' house. Do you remember Tracy Rollins? Crazy black dude.
No.
He was a boxer. Nobody really knew that about him, but like if you hung out with him, he was a wild, like dude, very friendly and nice, but like would just like
Wild
slap
child.
the fuck out of somebody for no reason.
Oh, shit.
like
Tracy
just,
Rollins.
like,
That
a
sounds
goofy,
familiar.
violent dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the goofy, violent dude. That's the type
Yeah.
of dudes you hang out with sometimes.
Sometimes.
They're in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking. Well, he lives in that house. That's cool.
Yes, yes, he's in
Dude,
that house.
Scott trashed that place.
Oh
dude.
boy, dude, he bought that house and it was in Tracy Rollins' family left it in shambles, and my dad like led the project of us
Fixing it up.
rehabbing it. Me and Scotty being the cheap labor, and then when Scotty left, and it was like, oh, because Scotty's gonna eventually sell this house, and we wanted to like be nice, but also why not make it nice while he's living in it?
Yeah.
When he left and my brother moved in, they just had to do that again. Like they just had to rehab the house.
Rehab it again, yeah.
Because Scotty would just trash the house.
I remember going there one night, and it was like 10 dudes standing in a circle, smoking weed, other activities going on, and
shooting dice, popping pills.
Yeah, and there was just a pile of like the roof was like in the living room. It was like a pile of like the siding from the walls.
No,
and, like,
I'm thinking like interior. Ceiling, just drywall.
Yeah,
and just fall.
It was just
Insulation.
it was just like in the living room, like a giant pile, and I'm like, huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys got a leak?
By the way, breaking news: Mooney just scored a tutty.
He did.
Hey. Stop.
We're in it. We're in it.
Stop.
Am I Tom Brady right now? You guys are gonna leave me hanging?
Don't Tom Brady me.
Yeah, I was like watching. That's why I was like,
oh god.
Oh shit.
He is number 1, right, on the team?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake London's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope.
Definitely
he is.
Mooney. I don't know. Check it. Check me.
Oh god, we just high-fived.
Yeah, I know. If that was a false high five, I'm gonna be pissed.
Sorry.
Jumping the gun like that.
All I saw was Cousin threw the ball and then Mooney.
I just saw a guy celebrate it. I don't know.
It was Mooney.
Woo!
Let's go.
Damn.
Dude, that paid off.
I know. Shit. We gonna I'm gonna put a down payment on a house, boy.
Go.
After we go to the strip club and have a very nice meal.
I'm just gonna go home and I'm gonna have a wad of just $25K and just be handed to my wife. Like, hey.
Figure this
Also, wives listening, we're not going to the strip club. I'm joking. It's comedy podcast, everybody. Comedy podcast.
We're just joking.
It's just a joke.
Yeah. Well, you guys think we did it?
Yeah, I think so.
we did it.
I think it's a good intro.
Do you want to say anything?
Yeah, you want
else?
to say anything?
Our esteemed guest. Kevin
Thanks for
Karney.
having me, boys. It's been wonderful. It's gonna be even better for the game, and we're gonna beat the fuck out of the Cardinals,
Should
guys.
we do
Let's
score
fucking
predictions
go.
before we go?
Oh, yeah.
Score predictions.
Score predictions.
Yeah.
We
What do
did
you
this
think?
last night. What did I say? I said
24
13.
13. Yeah, 24
Okay,
13.
24-13.
24-13. Yeah. What do you got?
Wow. I don't see the Cardinals scoring that much. I think that we're going to hold them to field goals, 10. Like, that 10 to 20.
I would love if we held them to
10 to
10
26.
It would be nice.
10 to 26?
Yeah.
Okay, what you got?
38-16.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Jumping out the
Caleb
gym.
goes crazy.
You
I think
think
Caleb goes
so?
crazy.
Okay. I mean, I'm down for that.
38.
I think 28 to
22.
28-2.
12.
I like
They had a quick
13.
safety.
I like the
13.
13.
Okay.
I think
13 does sound
28 to
good.
13.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
You're going another touchdown instead of that field goal. Okay.
Instead of 2 field goals?
I went 24 would be 3 touchdowns and a field goal.
No, I meant
You got 28, so
I
that'd be
meant
4
the
touchdowns.
Cardinals score 1 touchdown and then
2 field goals.
another touchdown and they don't make the extra.
Oh, I'm a
yeah,
touchdown,
yeah.
2 field goal.
Damn, you're going
I'm going
wild.
inside. Mind freak.
That's tiebreaker.
Christine.
That's tiebreaker right there.
Yeah.
Hey, the 12-pick parlay, the $1 now could cash out at 115. So you know they're
making money.
sweating.
They're
Yeah.
scared. They're
Right.
scared.
They're scared.
Baby. All right,
The
well,
bankers call
this
it
is
deal or
Hal's
no
Beer
deal.
Hall. Peace out, motherfuckers.
See you in a bit.
Yeah, see you when we're all hammered.
Going into the game, hype was real. The stadium was unreal. 80% Bears fans, like we were saying, something crazy like that. And unfortunately, as it turns out, the Bears did not show up to play that day. And, well, this is us after the game.
All right, guys. After the Bears lost, we suck. Aaron, how you feeling, dude?
I'm really sad. I don't know where we go from here. What is the next step? It seems like an inevitability that Eberflus has to be fired. But like, do we do it might as well do it now, right? Like what? I don't know. What do you feel, Connor?
The same. I feel like this is a therapy session. I feel like we're fucked and we're just cursed and we'll never be good.
It's just time's a flat circle. It's the same old, same old.
Same
Keep
shit.
Eberflus, draft Caleb, fire him, get a new head coach.
That's a catch. We're watching a game where it's 14-7 in the third quarter and it still looks better than the Bears game.
Yeah.
Wild. Oh, was that a catch? I don't know.
He had his first
One
foot.
foot.
Two.
He's out. He tapped it out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
One.
man.
Look at.
One. No, he's got it.
Oh!
I think he's got it.
That's insane.
What do you think, podcast listeners? Was that a catch?
Was that a catch or
Was that a catch? Call it.
Mitchell, number 10, watch the
How did I
Vikings
Mitchell?
game at third quarter with 14 minutes and 28 seconds left.
Yeah.
Post it in the comments.
Interception. Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Wow.
Yeah, I remember, I guess during the Bears game, just sitting there, and I was just in silence, like,
We scored 3 field goals in the first half.
not even a fucking
Didn't
touchdown.
Score the rest of the game.
Against the 28th defense in the league.
How many
They're
pressures?
not a good defense.
Hold on, Connor. I think we looked it up. How many pressures did Caleb have against him?
16. He had pressure
Yeah.
from 16 different players today.
Fucking.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's the most in like the modern era of football.
To me, this is on the coaching, right? Like, how do we not have a plan in this game?
How do you come into this game after last week's loss and look like that?
Yeah, and just unprepared, unfocused.
You are defeated.
Not have a plan. They looked bad, and like the players are out, the fans are out. Like there was 80% Bears fans there tonight, and like it was so hyped the first quarter, and then it fucking died. It was so quiet. One, because there was no Arizona fans. Fuck Cardinals fans. And then two, it just like died. It was empty. No one cared.
We met one cool Cardinals fan, maybe 2, the whole time we were there. The rest sucked. All your fan base sucks. Fuck you. Come at me in the comments. I don't give a fuck. You Arizona Cardinal pussies.
Yep.
God. But, you know what, guys? On the bright side, we can always just stop watching football. So.
Yeah, we got other sports we can look into.
All of our teams suck.
And Chicago sucks at sports right now. It's a rough time.
Hey, the Blackhawks won the other night.
Did they win tonight?
Yeah.
Alright, the Blackhawks are back, baby.
4-1. Fuck the Ducks.
Fuck the Ducks. I think what's so annoying is that the city of Chicago showed out tonight. There was so many people in Bears.
Tickets were so expensive.
Tickets were so expensive. Literally, Connor, you were talking to a dude. He's like, I feel uncomfortable. Should I hide my Cardinals emblem on my shirt?
Yeah.
Like, this was a home game, and our players did not give a fuck about
Caleb
being there.
sucked again.
They did not care. Yeah.
Coaches sucked.
It's a little.
Defense gave up.
It's a little scary that he overthrows. So when he's off, he's very off.
And he's like overcompensating. So it's like you're overthrowing people where it's like it's not going to be an interception, but you're just throwing it to no one.
Yeah.
And it's like you're doing it because you're scared.
Yeah.
Like that's an obvious sign of like, oh, I can't make like a direct throw. I have to fucking lollipop it up and make sure like interception again.
It's
Oh
a
my
back
God.
and
The
forth.
Colts.
What the fuck?
Also, like, I'm not giving up on Caleb, but like, bad coaching builds bad habits. That's why I think we gotta get rid of the fucking coaching. Like,
it's bad.
Who makes that call, by the way? Does Poles?
Hank, what do you feel about the game?
I was all for going into it, and like it, even with all the stuff we talked about earlier, it felt like the team could probably pull together, but there was always that nagging feeling
behind my fucking eyeballs that something happened last week with damn Hail Mary and it just fucking obliterated the locker room.
Yeah, I mean, they sucked last week, too, so it was like, it's been 2 weeks in a row of, like, our team sucks.
They just look
Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened in the fucking bye week.
What happened after London?
We suck in the bye week.
We smoked the Jaguars. What happened? What changed? So Eberflus shaved his beard, looks like a fucking dumbass again. Fucking out here making all, like, he's taking all the blame for everything, and it's like, dude, yeah, you suck. You are 3-18 as a fucking coach against away teams.
Yep.
You suck.
Terrible.
Yep.
You suck. That is, you're dog shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? How is he still employed?
Can't manage a team, dude.
I think they gotta get rid of him. We gotta.
What the fuck is going on?
But we won't get rid of him because Poles is probably being told by the McCaskies not to.
How do McCaskies look at this? They're like, oh, we're good.
But they've never fired a coach mid-season.
Who gives a shit?
Dude, fuck that.
I agree. I just don't think they'll do it because of that.
Times need to change, aka the family motto needs to fucking change.
Yeah.
Probably after Georgia dies.
Virginia.
Whatever.
Some southern state.
Georgia.
Fucking names.
Fucking Tennessee McCaskey.
I don't give a fuck
We're
right
Union
now.
boys. We're not Southern boys. So.
Apparently the owners don't give a shit about the team either. So.
Yeah, true. But we're sitting here in Phoenix, sad as fuck. Just made some coffee. We're gonna watch the rest of Kneecap.
Yeah.
Kneecap's a great movie. Up to RA. Let's go.
I mean, we'll be back next week, guys.
No, we won't. The podcast is done. We lost.
That's a little rough.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Now, the podcast isn't done. We're still doing it, but this is just...
It's
gonna be a lot of sad casts.
It just hurts and sucks.
This went from a very up cast to a very sad cast.
We're all laying down right now in an Airbnb.
It's also
just
so
laying
sad.
down like a therapy session.
We're gonna look so stupid for the pre-podcast of like, yeah, we might win 34-4. Like,
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, we wouldn't be fans if we didn't think like that. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's true.
At least I guess we're behind their team, even if they're dogs.
Also, we just ordered Mexican food from a place down the street in Phoenix.
Kind of
trash.
Kind
of trash. What the fuck, Phoenix? I mean, we did a high rated one, I think, from Uber Eats. So get your shit together, Phoenix. Your fans suck. You suck. Your Mexican food sucks.
Desert kind of sucks.
Desert kind of sucks.
Desert sucks. I like the pool. I'm the only one that jumped in.
True. That's true.
That is a very fair point.
You said it tasted bad.
It tasted bad. It's not good water. And they had a cleaning apparatus still in the pool, not
That's just sitting still.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, alright. This is good enough.
Yeah.
Signing out.
We'll see you guys.
See you next week.
See you guys. Hopefully, next time we talk,
we're happy.
We're happy and life's good and you know. But till then, Auf Wiedersehen.
Well, a lot of things happen today.
Sometimes life deals you bananas and you gotta just say, fuck it, I'm gonna eat that shit.
I'm not touching it. Cut it. Cut it.
We're cutting it. We're done.
I had to tie that in.
We're out.
And they were all great. And they were all thrilling. And they were all dramatic.
But you know what? Get big, get tough, and get fucked.
Too bad we couldn't have had
Hot, juicy cake takes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
some
that's
hot cakes on the griddle, you know what I'm saying?